iPhone 7 Plus versus OnePlus 3T speed test. That video is coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone 7 Plus versus the OnePlus 3T speed test and comparison video. So we're talking about these two here. One is a $900+ smartphone. This one right here is less than 400 or 400, just about, maybe a little bit more with tax if you buy it brand new. But let's go ahead and boot these guys up at the same time in 3, 2, 1. And I know the OnePlus 5 is on the way. That's why I figured we might as well get this video out of the way before it does release. But man, are these devices a lot closer than you would think, even though they're not even close in the price point. The OnePlus 3T has a 1920 by 1080p display, Snapdragon 821 processor, 6 GB of RAM, and Android Nougat. Over here, another 1920 by 1080 display. This is an LCD panel, and you can see the 7 Plus is first. And this is a Super AMOLED panel. This is a P3 display. Also, the iPhone 7 Plus has an Apple A10 CPU with 3 gigs of RAM. So double the RAM here, about the same in the resolution, and a little bit less RAM here on the iPhone 7 Plus, but maybe a better optimized processor. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and run this speed test really quickly here before we talk about the smartphones themselves. I'm gonna show you that we are on Android 7.1.1 Nougat here for the OnePlus 3T. So if I go down into About Phone, you can see Android 7.1.1 Nougat, Oxygen OS 4.1.3. I have already checked for updates, so for those of you who want to say update that phone, you can see the system is up to date here. Now, the iPhone 7 Plus is running the official version of iOS 10.3.2 to make this video comparison fair. So going into a software update, you can see iOS 10.3.2 is ready to go there for the 7 Plus. So is that 6 GB of RAM enough to take down the iPhone 7 Plus? Let's find out with the calendar. And you can see, no, the iPhone 7 Plus is faster there. Coming home here, let's go into calculator. And you can see it looked like the 3T there. Coming home here, let's go into clock. Look like maybe the same there. Coming home here, let's go into phones. And you can see, look like the 3T there. Coming home here, let's go into settings. Look like the 3T there. Coming home here, let's go into the Play Store, App Store. And you can see, look like the 3T on that one. So the 3T getting a leg up on the 7 Plus here early on. Let's go into Amazon. See what happens in these third-party apps now. So there's a crash on the 7 Plus, so I definitely have to give that win to the 3T. Coming home here, let's go into eBay. And you can see eBay is first for the iPhone 7 Plus, now the 3T. So the iPhone 7 Plus staying right there with it. Let's go to Instagram. And you can see Instagram is ready to go there first on the 3T. And if you want to follow me, you can go ahead and follow me at _Nick_Ackerman. I post things related to the channel, links down below in the description. Coming down here, let's go into Snapchat on both. And you can see ready to go there first for the 3T. So I think I'm going to give these first app openings to the 3T so far. Let's go to YouTube, and you can see YouTube ready to go there first on the 3T again. Coming home here, let's go into Best Buy, and you can see Best Buy looks ready to go on the 3T. So the 3T is a monster in the single speed test, meaning like the single core is what opens these apps the first time. Let's go into Appy Geek. And you can see Appy Geek was ready to go there first for the 7 Plus, but overall, the 3T has been winning most of these rounds. And I'm only going to open a few games here. Let's see if the iPhone 7 Plus can come back here. So you can see, looks like it might come back here in this test. Turn the volume down. And it looked like about the same there. So when it comes to opening apps on the first try, I am going to give that win to the OnePlus 3T. But what about these games? We do have some games lined up here. Let's see if the iPhone 7 Plus can win in this department. Let's go into Dead Trigger on both devices here. And you can see Dead Trigger definitely opens first on the iPhone 7 Plus. So for gamers, I would definitely think that, you know, the 7 Plus actually has a better GPU as well. I use the 7 Plus and the graphics just look better than the OnePlus 3T. Coming home here, let's go into the Jetpack Joyride here. And you can see 7 Plus well ahead, so 7 Plus again. Now the OnePlus 3T. The OnePlus 3T is not a slow phone when it comes to gaming, but it's just not blazing fast like the 7 Plus. Going into Subway Surfers, You can see it looks like the 7 Plus is going to take the win here again. Still waiting on the 3T, and again we're ready to go there for the 7 Plus. Still waiting on the 3T, and the 3T definitely takes the loss here when it comes to the gaming round for this test. If you guys want to see a more in-depth comparison with the games, let me know that down below in the comment section of this video. So on to multitasking. Let's see how these applications hold in the background. Let's go into calendar on both. 3T about the same as the 7 Plus there, and the 3T wins that one coming home here. Let's go on the clock. Looks about the same. Now there's an animation that's a little bit slower on the 7 Plus, so far I'm giving this to the 3T. You can see 3T had phone open. Let's go into settings. Settings was open on the 3T faster. Let's go into Play Store, and you can see about the same. So both are holding in RAM just fine in this video. Let's go into Amazon. Reload for the 7 Plus, so this one's going to the 3T. Let's go into eBay, and you can see 3T again a little bit faster. Let's go into Instagram. You can see 3T again coming home here. Let's go into Snapchat, and that was about the same. Let's go into YouTube. About the same there, maybe a little bit faster to the 3T. Let's go into Best Buy, and you can see 7 Plus a little bit quicker there. Let's go into a Pie Geek, and 3T wins that one. So this is really great performance for a phone that is half the price of an iPhone 7 Plus. You're getting quite a deal here. Dead trigger. This is where the 3T stumbles a little bit in games. It did have it open, but it just stumbled just a little bit. You can see Jetpack Joyride still open on the 3T. So great management here for the 3T in this round. And I'm gonna call that one a draw. So overall, I do think the 3T won this multitasking round when it comes to opening the system apps or the smaller apps up here, and then opening the gaming apps. I'm gonna have to give it to the iPhone 7 Plus. Overall, let's just say that these two phones are pretty much on par when it comes to day-to-day performance and multitasking. A little bit better on the 7 Plus when it comes to gaming. So what about the other aspects of the phone? So one thing I did notice about using the 3T next to the 7 Plus is that the capacitive key is very similar to the 7 Plus, yet the 7 Plus requires like a little bit of a click versus the 3T. So watch this, the 3T is a little bit quicker here. So you can see I'm already in the 3T because it requires a slight press of the button to get it to open to the fingerprint scanner, and then it'll scan. Now I know there's raise to wake, but I don't ever use raise to wake, and even if that feature's on, you still have to do a function to get the screen on. I could just go like that anytime on the 3T, and this home button just works, and it works pretty flawlessly there for the 3T. So 3T to me is faster on the fingerprint scanner. Now in terms of the screen, AMOLED display on the 3T, where you have a P3 display on the 7 Plus. Which one is the better display? Well, that really comes down to if you like AMOLED over LCD, the 3T is gonna win, but the 3T doesn't look quite as clear on the text. Even though it's the same 1080p, the text just doesn't look as clear as the one on the iPhone 7 Plus. So I think overall the iPhone 7 Plus is a better calibrated display. I think Apple spent more time on this display, whereas I think OnePlus just sourced a really nice AMOLED display, threw it in there, didn't really tweak it too much, but that's okay because it's half the price and it still looks really good. So overall, I think the slight edge goes to the 7 Plus when it comes to the display department. So talking a little bit about the cameras, dual camera 12 megapixel 4K camera here, 16 megapixel 4K camera here on the OnePlus 3T. I do want to mention that I do think that the 3T has a great camera for its price point, but it just cannot match the 7 Plus in my testing so far. But I am going to run camera comparisons between the iPhone 7 Plus and the 3T and actually show pictures, and I'm going to go do a real world camera test with the OnePlus 3T. So this is not all talk. Stay subscribed to the channel to see that. Speaking of the build quality on both of these, I got the jet black edition, so it doesn't really feel aluminum, but this feels just like the iPhones of the aluminum nature. So like the silver 7 Plus, this feels pretty similar to them. It's actually lighter too. So the 3T has this really light premium feel to it, and it's a really nice smartphone overall. It is square, not as circular around the edges as the 7 Plus, so that might matter to you. I think it's a little bit more manly looking. That's just my personal opinion. You might differ, and yeah, overall build quality is pretty great on both. The 7 Plus maybe a little bit better when it comes to the grade of aluminum used. That's why it's maybe a little bit heavier, but don't quote me on that. That's just my personal take on it there. In terms of battery life, the 7 Plus just is definitely better than the 3T. Now the 3T charges 10 million times faster than the 7 Plus though, so it's give or take. Do you want the better battery life or do you want the faster charging? And in my scenario, I kind of like the faster charging more than the better battery life, because the battery life can last for a while, but if it can charge super fast, I really don't care, honestly. So the 3T has got the leg up when it comes to the battery charging, but the iPhone 7 Plus is a better battery smartphone. Now, in terms of storage, with the 7 Plus, you can go up to 256 gigabytes. You can go up to 128 gigabytes for the OnePlus 3T. And, you know, you get a lot more storage for a lot more bang for buck on the 3T. The 3T is just a bang for buck kind of smartphone. Phone call quality sounded just great on both of these smartphones, and both of them do have the ability to go ahead and take pictures from the front in pretty crystal clear quality. I would say the 3T has a slightly better camera in the megapixel department, but the 7 Plus might outshine it just a little bit in overall quality from my experience, due to the fact that I don't know what they do with their post-processing on the iPhone, but it just turns out really good here. Now, the 7 Plus does support Apple Pay, whereas the OnePlus 3T supports Android Pay, so both can do wireless payments here on these smartphones. In terms of phone that's going to be updated longer, the 7 Plus will be updated longer than the 3T. They already killed off the OnePlus 2, which is only 2 phones old, so that's kind of annoying to see that OnePlus did that. And actually it makes me question their reputation when it comes to software updates. But other than that, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Which is the smartphone for you, the iPhone 7 Plus or the OnePlus 3T? Well, I think in everyday use, the 7 Plus and 3T feel about the same in performance. The 3T might feel a little bit snappier from time to time because of its faster animations in the real world. The iPhone 7 Plus is going to be the better graphical gaming device, so if you like to play high graphic games, the 7 Plus is going to be your boy. If you want updates, the 7 Plus is going to be your boy. But if you want customization, the 3T is going to be your boy. But really, man, these phones feel very close, especially considering their price points. You would never think that the 3T was its price point. I mean, it feels on par with the iPhone 7 Plus at half the price. So if you're thinking about getting a 3T right now, the OnePlus 5 is on the way. I would hold off just a little bit, but if you're thinking like, you know what, nah, I found one on sale, I'm gonna go with the 3T, go ahead and do it. It'll be worth it. The 3T is gonna be a great smartphone for some time to come. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, click the like button for me. Post your comments down below which comparisons you would like to see next with the OnePlus 3T. I will be doing some camera reviews against other phones with this phone as well. And have a great day wherever you are. Be sure to be well. Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and peace.